I feel like we need some sort of intro, like some sort of maybe a little bop. Maybe we could freestyle. Some sort of like sidetracked. Yeah.
I'm sidetracked, loaded up with topics and jokes too. Anything that you might need, we got. Well, it's turning into the
Turning in
same
verbatim. It was verbatim.
But
That was Dora the Explorer.
Yeah. It was.
You kind of look like her. Hola, chica.
Thanks so much.
You're Jewish, though.
Hold on one second, Andrew.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. I'm excited. You know, sometimes Jenna and we just put a little too much pressure on ourselves when it comes to, like, what we want to talk about. And yesterday we were like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Like, we can be unserious. We could talk about the dumb little things and just make a mountain out of a molehill.
Sometimes it is the dumb little things that need to be picked apart.
Exactly.
You know, not necessarily Justin Bieber unfollowing Hailey Bieber. I mean, how much can you really dissect about that?
Exactly. And look, we're pop culture girlies. We are pop culture
100%.
girlies.
And if it needs to be talked about, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and we're always going to have pop culture on the podcast, but I do want to lean more into just like the unserious stuff. I don't want to become like a drama podcast. And like
no.
When I was talking to the team about, you know, they always help us with an outline, like they give us topics and then me and Jenna add our own topics. They slayed the outline and it's all pop culture stuff. But then I'm looking and I'm like, this is stuff. And this is what I told them to do. Like, they were slaying. But I was like, this is stuff I actually don't really care about. So we have a very passionate episode for you guys today. It might be passionate about the little dumb things, but we're excited to dissect into it. Also,
you know what it is, Andrew?
Yeah.
It's the intricacies of life.
Damn.
It's really, you know, it might sound dumb, but these things are deep. You know, when it's Joe, it's about pickles.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he feels very passionately about that, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm surface level. I'm very passionate too.
About things that are, you know, contained in vinegar for days and days.
Olives.
Pickles.
Oh, pickles.
Damn, maybe you are surface level.
Anyway.
Okay, well, I do want to say we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have been showing not only me, of course, but you've been showing Jenna so much love, and it's been so sweet. We really, really appreciate it. I know, like, bringing, just like when something becomes part of your week, such as like a podcast, doing a complete like 180 and bringing essentially a stranger in. I know, like, for me, I would be like, what is this? But everyone has been being so nice to you. And not only that,
so much.
They're being nice because you're slaying. Like, you're so good at it.
Oh,
so
thank
I'm
you.
really happy.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy too. And all of you guys, you know, who say nice things and reach out, I love you so much. All you guys who watch and say nothing, I love you so much. But I do love you a little more if you comment, because it helps Andrew out.
No, we were looking, and some other podcasts, you guys, that get like a whole bunch of views.
Yes.
We get so many more comments, and like the engagement helps so much. You guys actually don't know. Like, it really will help get this podcast going. And like, we've been trucking along, you know, there's no signs of me wanting to quit yet. So you guys have really, really been helping. Thank you so much. I want to say, make sure you're following Jenna and me on all of our social medias. We'll put our Instagrams on the screen. Make sure you're following the Sidetracked podcast. We'll put that on the screen. If you're an audio listener, please, right now, I'll give you a second. Leave it a 5-star review. It helps so much. Give it a thumbs up on YouTube and comment anything down below. I know I always tell you guys it can be anything, and I see so many of you guys comment, literally just the word comment, because you have nothing else to say. Love it. I love it. Do it. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. Anything else you want to say?
I'll be honest. I'm a little pissed off today.
You're a little pickled off. Why?
I'm a little pickled off, and I'll tell you why, Andrew.
That could be a fun thing, like, tell me why you're mad.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Okay.
You know, I got put into a really, really bad mood today because I was filling out medical paperwork to go to an allergist. And the boxes on the paperwork are so small. They are so small, Andrew. Email, the box for email is this small. I can't even fit at gmail.com.
Oh, where you have to like fill it out. Like they don't give you enough space.
Andrew, and like And this goes to even like when you know, if you go to your dentist and they're like, okay, sign in. And you have to write so small. No one's reading that. Nobody's reading that.
It's something I get so mad about. This is such a good topic. And we're going to circle back to what you said. But this is just...
Thank you. Yeah, snowball.
Something I get so mad about is like, I don't know why I always think about it like with nachos, right? No, listen. Just listen.
Yeah. I'm sad. I'm sad, honey.
Nachos are so easy to like make good, right? So like when you go to a restaurant and they just have like shitty nachos or just, you know, the overlying thing is shitty food in general. But if they just have horrible nachos, like it's so easy. Like as the owner, aren't you tasting those and being like, wait, like Chili's has better nachos. Like how can I make these better? Aren't you sitting there tasting them like, let me just get better cheese or something? Like why can't I just make this better?
No. I feel like it's the exact opposite. They're like, how much shit can we throw on a plate and sell it for $21.95?
That's exactly what it is. And that's how I feel like with these boxes. Like your one job, like whoever is creating that form, your one job is to just make it easy for the person. Make the box bigger.
You are not saving the world. You're not saving paper. Like, because then the next thing will be like, comment on how you get a reaction to this thing. And it'll be a half a page of lines. I don't need a half a page.
Yes. And it's like, I could see.
Let me write my email. Or don't contact me.
Yes, do not talk to me. If it was like a 1-page document, okay, but like it's already 7 pages, why not just make the box bigger and make it 8 pages long?
It is so dumb, Andrew, and it just bothers me to no end. I mean, like, and I've experienced this multiple times with having to sign in places, and just like there's no room to write. I have a long last name, like I can't even get half of it in there.
It pisses me. It really does piss me off. Like even like just the whole like circling everything, like the whole like blanket statement. Like when you have one job, like you're a restaurant, like it's just to make your food taste good.
Do your job right. Exactly.
And it doesn't even have to, it's not even like you're wasting money. Like Taco Bell nacho cheese is some of the best nacho cheese.
Yeah.
You know that shit is cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know. It pisses me off too. That was a good point.
So now, do you prefer, since we're on the topic of nachos, do you like when it's a big pile of chips with stuff all strewn about on top, or do you like an individual chip perfectly topped with every single thing, like in a circle, like how Chili's does it?
I love getting perfectly topped. So like
me too.
I love getting perfectly topped. So like Chili's has the best nachos to me, I have to say.
They're so good.
You guys know I'm a Chili's vet. Worked there for 7 years.
Yeah.
Although I'm such a liar.
What?
I'm such a liar. I always say I worked at Chili's for 7 years, but it was really 6.
Oh, yeah. Cancel him, guys. He's done. He's done.
It's like 1 for good luck.
Yeah.
An extra for
You
good luck.
thought about working there 7th year.
I did, but then Miss COVID happened.
So, yes.
Diva COVID. Diva boots lay down.
Diva
the house
COVID. But
down.
you know what? They're doing better than ever now, so good for them.
The mozzarella sticks really, really brought people in.
Yes, we did try those. We actually ate them before one of our episodes, and it did delay things a little bit because Andrew was running back and forth from the bathroom, but that's besides the point. That's no hate to the mozzarella sticks
Bathroom, no bidet.
in general.
Really an
No
issue.
bidet. I did get a bidet, though.
I know. I used it. I do prefer the individual nachos, but do you like the mound? I feel like you're a mixed girly. Like you like to mix everything.
Okay, here's the thing. I do appreciate curating your perfect bite when it's a mound.
Yeah.
However, I do think if you're putting the best mound and the best individually topped, I'm going to go for the individually topped every time.
Yeah, but like, does anywhere else do the individually topped aside from Chili's?
Yes, a few like Mexican restaurants that I've been to do it.
Okay.
Since we're on the topic, Andrew, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm really working hard.
I hate foods at restaurants with everything on them. A quesadilla with mozzarella sticks, mac and cheese, onion rings, chicken, a hot dog inside of it, topped with more cheese, topped with sauce.
No, okay.
Give me a quesadilla with mac and cheese on the side, with mozzarella sticks on the side. Delicious. Why are we trying to do these like conglomerate like Franken foods? It pisses me off. And I'll say another thing.
Yeah.
I went to college with, and no hate to this guy, I went to college with somebody who runs a gigantic food account.
Okay.
And like, he's in his bag. He's doing well. But everything they eat is like that. It's like that. And like he shows how they're made, and it's like it's topped with more cheese and then hot sauce and pickles and hot dogs and pepperoni. Why are we doing all of that? I would take 2 bites and be so full.
This is the main reason why I cannot watch food accounts or mukbangers. Because what do you mean you're dipping your 6-patty cheeseburger fully in nacho cheese up to your second knuckle? What the fuck are you doing? It actually, and then you're eating it and the cheese is all over your mouth like you're a slob. That's not misophonia, because I know misophonia is like when you're listening to them chew.
It's not. It's a whole other beast. It's a monster. It's disgusting.
It's like you're Mrs. Beast. You're Mrs. Beast. Seriously, like, why are you dipping your cheeseburger in nacho cheese up to your fist? And then
that is disgusting. And people do that with do that with Wingstop. Yes, in their car. They'll get a huge thing of ranch or cane sauce. From Raising Cane's.
No, actually, I'm getting so mad because
no, it's really
you're
bad.
bringing up so many. Like, I got Wingstop the other day because I was like, you know what? All the girlies are mukbanging Wingstop right now. Let me try Wingstop again. And a few years ago, I went on.
I just know you were turbo shitting. I know it.
Literally, I was like a sprinkler, like in the bathroom, like no. But not only that, Jenna, I'm actually getting heated. Like, you're really doing a good job.
Oh no, I'm getting hot.
I'm mad. Okay. A few years ago, I went on a rant about Buffalo Wild Wings, right?
Okay.
It was like a 20-page spread about why.
A manifesto.
It was a hit piece on Buffalo Wild Wings on my Instagram stories of why they suck. I was at Adriana's house, and she was like, okay, like, enough. And I was just like going ham. It was always just cold, like little crunchies, like they weren't even wings, whatever. And then Sam always makes me go to Buffalo Wild Wings with her. And I'm like, you know what? When I go in Buffalo Wild Wings, it's good. It is good. It slays the house down Boots Diva. It is good, right?
Yeah.
I got Wingstop the other day. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get the fries. Because the fries are always borderline mashed potatoes. They're soggy, floppy, disgusting, flaccid dicks, okay? Like... They're so gross. So I was like, I'm not going to get the fries. I'm going to get the corn on the cob. Right?
Oh, that is good.
Never had it. Okay. So they send me, I got 10 pieces, a 10-piece wings and corn on the cob. They sent it to me. They forgot the corn on the cob. Was not the DoorDasher.
Oh, come on.
They forgot the corn on the cob. Strike one, right?
Yeah.
I opened my wings. It was 6 wings and 4 crumbs. Like, no, Jenna.
How many pieces did you order?
10.
Oh,
At 4 crumbs, right? So I was like, you know what? It's okay because I only ever eat like 6 anyway because like my waist is never here. Like I can't hold all that food.
There's no room. Yeah.
There's no room. My waist is just sucked in.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
I eat one and I can't explain, like, I got, just classic Buffalo. I can't explain what it tasted like other than the sauce tasted exactly like just whipped butter.
Ew.
It was so like light and fluffy and like no spice, and it just tasted like exactly like whipped butter. And seriously, poor Zach, because I did not shut up about it. Like it pissed me off. I didn't get my corn. I was eating crumbs dipped in orange whipped butter.
Honestly, I feel like Wingstop is like a scam or like a Ponzi scheme. Like
we're onto you, Wingstop. Like,
it's not good, but it's it's marketed so well.
You know why?
It's sickening. Why?
'Cause it's the same fucking people who are dipping their cheeseburgers up to their knee-high boots
and they're
nacho
eating
cheese.
like a pizza covered in mozzarella sticks, covered in mac and cheese, covered in burger patties.
And then they'll take like a whole bottle of ranch and just dump it on. Like, what are you?
Yeah.
First of all, wasteful.
Very wasteful. We're environmentally friendly over here.
I'm honestly, I'm pretty wasteful. I got to get better with that.
Yeah, maybe you can work on that. Maybe this was like an eye-opening experience for you.
Maybe.
But yeah, that really grinds my gears, Andrew. And I'm glad you feel the same way because, I wasn't sure if we were going to butt heads on that or not, but like.
No, Jenna, I could do a whole entire, like you actually, like I forgot we were filming. I haven't looked at the camera once.
Me too.
Like,
no, same.
It's really things that like, I see on the internet, and I genuinely get in a bad mood. Like when I see people just pouring a whole bottle of sauce onto their food, or the people who, actually that one kind of looks good. The people who get the whole cup of cane sauce and dip the whole chicken finger in it.
I was saying that before.
That's
It
the
does
one that-
not look good. It's
Oh,
disgusting.
Yeah, no, that's so gross. Like, fuck those people. Seriously, like, it's so gross. Get a job.
It's uncivilized.
It really is. There's this one girl. Let me see what her Instagram is. She's the only mukbanger I like. She's bald, and she does it.
Oh, I love her.
She's bald. She does it in her car. And she eats
yes,
like
I love her.
the really classy LA pastries.
Yes. Oh, like eating beautiful pastries. I love
She
her.
will only ever just have like one drip on her lip, like classy bitch.
Yes. Oh my good. And she gets in there. She does real reviews. I trust her.
I really trust her. She's the only one I follow. I really do like her. But all the other people, I'm like,
Well, like when I referenced food accounts before, like I'm talking about like the people who go to the places, like document how it's made and then eat it.
Okay.
And like that tastes like shit from a butt.
Like, that tastes like shit from an ass.
I hear your stomach gurgling, screaming, begging for help after eating that Philly cheesesteak with hot dogs and French fries on top.
Like,
with
we see the
ranch
tears
and
on your
mustard.
smile line. Like, you're crying. Okay?
No, and they love the cheese pulls. Like,
It's just like,
get
stop.
out of here with the cheese pulls. It's really weird. It's giving fetish.
I was just watching Not Love Line while I was getting ready with
Mm-hmm.
Trisha and Tana. It was their Patreon. And the two of them make so much money off of me from Patreon. They were talking, like someone called in and their boyfriend had a scat fetish.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
It's a Patreon.
Oh, right.
And
That's why.
and like, first it was like a golden shower fetish. They were being so careful. They were like, we don't want to kink shame. Cancel me. I will kink shame a scat
Yeah.
fetish. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll kink shame it. Like,
That's crossing the line. And again, I understand their intent with not wanting to kink shame, but that's dangerous too. You can get really sick from that.
because Trisha has done it, and she said she got really sick.
Yeah.
That
That's norovirus waiting to happen.
like that stinks.
That stinks. And you're never getting that smell out.
No, like
You're telling me that doesn't hit one sheet, one surface of the house. Throw the whole house away.
Oh my god, I don't know why I pictured it in the shower.
Oh, maybe.
Literally throw the whole house
I'm
away.
picturing it like on the bed and then you go to sleep after. Like, yeah, it's probably in the shower. I have no idea.
Speaking of Trisha Paytas, though,
Yes.
are we going to talk about her Broadway show?
Absolutely.
She released the roster for like the Broadway stars in her show, and I know the other two people. Like the front page had 4 huge Broadway stars on it. I know the other
Right.
2 people are huge. I personally
Yes.
was never huge into Broadway, so I don't know them. But Ben Platt and Rachel Zegler or Ziegler.
So it's so funny. So when she announced this, Andrew and I were at the show where she announced it, and she actually told us before she announced it.
Because we were VIP. VIP?
We were VIP. And I was so excited. And I was picturing it like a one-woman show. But like she has big stars. This is going to be, I think it's going to actually be incredible.
No, I pictured her like to be the star and maybe have extras or something. Like dancers,
Yeah.
whatever. But she has Ben Platt and Rachel Zegler. Like, and plus these other 2 people. And then I saw other people saying like part of like, I think the ensemble, like the instrument people. Sorry. They're all like really famous on Broadway too.
Yeah, it's just not what I expected in a good way. I think it's going to be amazing. I really do.
I'm going to get, they have streaming tickets. We should get it. And wait, do you want to get the streaming tickets and we could like order the same food and like watch it together?
Yes, I would love to do that.
Wait, that would be fun.
It's soon kind of, right?
February 3rd.
Oh my gosh, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun.
Let's do that. That sounds like so much fun.
Maybe Sam will do it with us too. Well, she might be busy.
I would love that. I wish we could stream our reactions, but we probably can't.
I'm really getting on the brink of starting Patreon. I've worked
Okay.
with Patreon. Like I've had a Patreon, yes, but I've worked directly with Patreon, and I've gotten an email from the people who made Just Trisha's Patreon, and like they've asked me like, hey, like whenever you want to start a Patreon, let me know. So I'm gonna email them soon and be like, what can we do here? I'm thinking maybe we could do tiers, like people can play a video game with us. We'll have like
I would love that.
an extended cut where we could talk about all like this drama stuff that
Yeah, and there's apps, even like if we wanted to do something simple, there's like apps or websites where like you can play a game show with your audience, and I think that's fun.
There's so much we could do, and obviously like it is a lot of work, and right now we're spreading ourselves thin. You have a full-time job. I have like a full-time job. Like
I have
editing.
2 jobs.
I have to do it if it's worth it because I have to keep this apartment. But
We'll never know if it's worth it unless we try.
Exactly.
And we're trying to live the American dream here. So I say we just go for it.
I just
let us know what you think.
I just want a white picket fence and granite countertops.
That's right. I would love for you to move next door to me. I mean, that's never going to happen because you live in Florida, but
yeah, but maybe you'll move here one day.
You can have a vacation home.
You'll move here one day, maybe, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Eventually. But are you just yesing me to death when you say that, or like would you actually move?
I don't know. I'm 50-50.
So maybe then. That's what maybe means.
Yeah. But I'm 50. I am sort of yesing you to death. Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know.
Why give me false hope? You're just like every influencer.
I can't think
You're
that
already
far
an influencer.
ahead.
You're just like every influencer I've ever been friends with. Just yesing me to death.
I can't think that far in advance.
But that's why like maybe, right?
I can think about maybe the next 5 years. Yeah, that's why I said maybe.
Okay.
But am I seriously considering it? I mean, 50-50. We'll see.
You know I would be such a good uncle to your kids because I can't have my own.
I know. I never doubted that.
Well, I'm not going to talk to your kids unless you move here.
It will take an ultimatum for me.
Oh, I'll give you an
Move down
ultimatum.
there.
I literally, I could start writing ultimatums down now. You know I'm so good at that.
Yes, you love putting people in just uncomfortable situations.
Oh my God, it's my favorite thing ever.
We had our first fight on the last episode.
Shrimp.
We have definitely healed from that. The big question on everyone's mind probably is, have I eaten shrimp since? No, I have not. I don't have any.
She's been sending me her meals of just like bare noodles because she can't put shrimp in it because they're slugs.
No, yeah. So if you're gonna play me like that, give me an ultimatum, then I have no choice. So you win.
Sorry, I just remembered. This is so off topic. Just while I'm riled up, because you got me riled up. Like your job today, that's all you've been doing is getting me riled up. Jenna, I am so fucking done with Billboard. I'm actually like, they are my biggest enemy. Like, I am so done. Have you seen?
You sent it to me last night, and
Jenna? Okay,
we couldn't even say anything to each other because, first of all, we wanted to talk about it here, but like, I haven't even really processed it yet because they are such a joke.
I sent you the picture and I said, save it. That's all I said.
Yeah.
Save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Billboard officially crowns Taylor Swift as the #1 biggest artist of the 21st century. What do you mean? How many lists do you want to have where you just change one word and give someone else the title?
So this differs from the first one in the sense that the first one is best pop stars. This one is biggest.
No, but there was a second one. This is the third one. What was the second one?
No. The second one was biggest of this year or 2024.
Right. Okay.
I'm telling you, they're just trying to accommodate everybody with these stupid lists. Stop. Give it up. We see right through you.
It's just taking, it's giving cash grab. It's giving sellout. Like, it's actually pissing me off because, like, stop releasing, like, why don't you just make an actual prestigious list that everyone waits for instead of releasing one every week with one word changed?
I couldn't agree more.
So on this list, we have Taylor Swift at #1, which of course I'm happy about, but like at this point, like just stop. Just close the book. And then Drake #2, whatever, you know how I feel about that. Rihanna #3. We have Usher at #10, which, Well, okay. Sure, we can let that live. Like, but the fact that Usher's at #10 and Lady Gaga is at #16 with Maroon 5 at #11, it's literally like they just fucking twerked on the keyboard. Like they were just shaking their ass on the keyboard and just putting whoever they wanted in whatever order.
When they had the second list, I was like, maybe they're rage baiting. I know for a fact, they are rage baiting now.
Like, you're not pulling anything over anyone's eyes. Just stop. It's annoying now. I'm so annoyed.
Stop. Oh my goodness. It is so annoying. I don't even want to talk about the ranking because how many times are we going to have to talk about, like, they should be here, they should be here? Because a list will come out that's our perfect list one day.
Yeah, because, like, exactly.
At the rate they're going.
Of course, like, when the first list came out, everyone was, like, looking, like, oh my God, like, everyone was waiting for the next person. I'm sure, like, even the artists were like, okay, like, what number am I going to be? But now now, like if I was Taylor Swift, where I've been 1 through 10 on every single list, like who cares anymore?
Who cares?
Who cares? But
Yeah, it is so dumb.
we interrupt this program. I know you're probably wondering why I'm holding this mic like an AK right now, and I have a good reason for that. I'm filming another episode tomorrow, and I'm simply not rearranging my furniture 2 days in a row, rearranging my whole entire living room 2 days in a row just for this one little short clip. So, sorry if that was insensitive. Okay, let's be real. Eating healthy these days is such an uphill battle. It's not just about picking the right foods and eating the right foods. It's about dodging all of this artificial junk, these hidden sugars, and all of the misleading labels out there. I used to spend forever at the grocery store reading labels and like making sure I wasn't bringing stuff home that I thought was healthy, but like wasn't actually healthy. And then Zach would always be like, Andrew, come on. And it was just like a whole nightmare. And that's why I love Thrive Market. It's like having a nutritionist guide me through all of the noise, except it makes my life so much easier rather than harder. Thrive Market makes it so much easier to shop for better food without the hassle. Everything is 100% non-GMO. And their on-site filters help you pick through everything you would want, whether it's low sugar, high protein, organic, gluten-free, whatever you would need, they have the on-site filters for. I personally love the low sugar and organic filters because normally I'm like, oh, how can I eat better? And my mind just goes to lettuce. But really, I'm just trying to swap out like the processed unhealthy junk. And I think low sugar and organic are the best filters for me to do that. It's really been a game changer. I'm getting healthier snacks without sacrificing the flavor. And I don't have to second guess what I'm bringing home, putting in my pantry, and then eating. I know it's healthier. But the best part is they have the Healthy Swap scanner in the Thrive Market app. So you can scan a product that you would normally get, and it automatically gives you a healthier alternative. Like instead of questionable cheese puffs, I found lesser evil popcorn. Or instead of like granola bars loaded with sugar, Chomp's beef sticks. I've also been stocking up on Simple Mills crackers because they're a pretty solid choice. I love that I'm still getting the things that I love, but I know they're actually better for me. And it's not just better for me, like it's better for Zach, for you guys, my family, because now we're just discovering these better, healthier options together without the hassle. If you guys are ready for a junk-free start to 2025, head over to thrivemarket.com/sidetracked and get 30% off your first order plus free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/sidetracked, thrivemarket.com/sidetracked. You will get 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift. Now back to the episode.
Andrew, did you see the Oscar nominees came out?
No, did they?
Yeah, so they were released. I will not speak on like my predictions yet because I have yet to finish all the Oscar-nominated movies. I'm almost there.
Wait, is that something, do you like every single year, do you watch like all the movies in the Oscars?
Yeah, I do.
That's like, I am so bad at watching like movies or TV. You guys know that. I've said that a million times, but because I'm just always on social media. But maybe that's like a good way to get me to like watch like, because I'm like, what movies do I watch? I just can't watch like the serious blockbusters that like don't have special effects or aren't like very engaging. I just can't sit through those. Like I'm so bored.
That is completely valid. You are allowed to like what you like. I would give it a try. I like lots of different genres of movies, and it would be so much fun to actually discuss the movies together. But did you see Challengers?
I have not seen anything besides
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Challengers was completely snubbed from the Oscars. That was Zendaya's tennis movie.
Wasn't it about tennis? Who cares?
With the two guys. Well, it's a little steamy too.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, I guess, so I'm not going to like get this big reaction out of you because you haven't seen it, but it was a huge letdown for me as a movie lover. As for a lot of you, I'm sure it was a letdown. It had some of the best like soundtrack in any movie.
Oh, okay. So the
good.
fact that it got snubbed was a letdown.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Huge letdown. That was one of the biggest letdowns I've felt in a while. I mean, you know, the Oscars aren't the end-all be-all of, like, what's good, but they represent a lot of the best movies of the year. So I was very disappointed by that.
Do you have, like, the list of, like, Oscar nominees?
I can just go for, like, Best Picture.
Yeah.
Anora.
What the
The
fuck
Brutalist.
is that? What?
You probably haven't heard of a lot of them. A Complete Unknown. That one is the Timothy Chalamet, Bob Dylan movie.
What I'm about to say is like I've never seen them work, basically. I've never seen anything Zendaya's been in. I've never seen anything Timothy Chalamet's ever been in. I've never seen anything Tom Holland. Never seen anything he's been in. I'm like actors.
Oh my goodness.
I do not know actors. I don't know how they act.
Oh wow.
I've never seen anything.
Oh, so this will probably be very boring for you. I mean, I enjoy it so much that I want you to enjoy it too. So check it out. The rest of the movies are Conclave, Dune Part 2. So Timothy Chalamet, 2 of his movies are nominated for Best Picture, which is pretty cool. Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked.
Okay. I've heard of Amelia Perez. Have no idea what it's about. The Substance, I've heard a lot.
I just watched that one.
The Substance?
I watched The Substance a while ago. It's incredible.
That's with Mandy Moore or Demi Moore? Which one?
Demi Moore.
Okay, so that...
I'm hoping she wins Best Actress for that movie.
Really? Over Cynthia Erivo?
Yeah, okay, here's the thing. I think that, I think that Cynthia Erivo was incredible. For me, I feel like Wicked Part 2 will be their year.
Really?
If that makes sense. Yeah, I think they're going to hold off to give them wins. I think they'll win, the movie will win some stuff. We'll see.
Some stuff? What?
I feel so passionately about Demi Moore's performance in The Substance that I need her to win the Oscar over Cynthia Erivo.
Is she the one who was in A Walk to Remember?
No, that's Mandy Moore.
What's the difference?
We have to play a game. You have celebrity face blindness.
Oh,
we have to play a game where you try to tell me which celebrity is who.
Yeah, no,
Andrew.
I have no idea. Like,
oh, Andrew, big difference.
Yeah, no, I do not know names. I do have face blindness. And that also, I always say this, that always came because of my actual blindness. Like, I was always able to tell, like, if someone was white, if they were black, if they had black hair or blonde hair. Like, but I couldn't tell, like, exact features because,
Yeah, I get it.
I have the eye disease. So, like, do we want to address, people have been commenting, why does Jenna only blink with her right eye?
Yeah, so, there have been a few comments. I do want to address this because I do want to bring awareness to what I have gone through in my life. I was born with a condition called congenital ptosis. It is essentially my left eye was closed when I was born, almost closed. The muscle is so weak holding up my eyelid. It's like a little string. This is kind of hard for me to talk about, actually.
Really?
But I really want to talk about it.
Yeah, do it. If you want to.
No, I really want to. It's just been hard to deal with, I guess, my whole life.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. But I really do want to talk about it. So I've had 4 surgeries on my eyelid, starting from 3 years old. I had one when I was 3, one when I was 5, and then 2 surgeries as recent as last February. So February 2024. And the last one was really intense. They had to take tissue from my abdomen and kind of reconstruct my eyelid.
Wait, that's the one you just had recently?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
In February.
I didn't know it was that intense.
Yeah, and it didn't work the first time, so he had to do it again. And so if you ever, it's a lot better since he did the last surgery, but I can't, like, my blinking is always going to be off. Yeah. That's just like a side effect of it. I have extreme... Yeah, probably. Remember when I couldn't blink for like 3 months after I had it done, and we'd play Fortnite, and I'm like, my eyes just
You're
tearing.
like, my eyes dry.
Yeah. So I have congenital ptosis. If you have congenital ptosis, please comment down below. It's pretty rare.
Or keratoconus, which is also rare.
Or keratoconus. One of my best friends also has the same. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Same eye too. So. Yeah, I call it my wonky eye.
Isn't that your name on TikTok, like Wonky Eye Princess?
It's my name on TikTok, Wonky Eye Princess. So, yeah, it's just a little bit something different about me. And it was really hard growing up with this sort of, like, deformity.
Well, when God was, like, sauteing your pan, he was like, she's Gorgina, I need to make her eye closed. I gotta close her eyes.
That's what my mom and dad used to say to me. He couldn't make you too beautiful, so
yeah.
But which is sweet, and people notice it, and I do want to raise awareness. My dream, Andrew, would be like, if I ever did have a huge platform and all this money, I would really want to have a nonprofit to kind of fund these kind of surgeries for underprivileged kids.
Yeah.
Because as crazy as it is and how you can lose sight in your eye from not getting it fixed, it's a lot of people do still have to pay out of pocket.
Yes.
That is what's wrong with my eye. I don't have a glass eye.
So the reason why I was able to get my surgery is, well, first of all, before I want to close off yours, you guys know how I get like so defensive over like Sam or whoever like my close people are. People were commenting like, I don't even know if they were trying to be mean, but it was just like, what's wrong with Jenna's eye? And I'm like swinging my fist around like I want to swing. Like, what do you mean what's wrong with Jenna's eye? Like nothing's like, oh my God. It just like find a better way to ask. Like, if you have to ask.
I agree. It used to upset me when people would be like, what's wrong? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with me, but there is.
I noticed some things, but like I genuinely did not notice.
Thank you.
Genuinely. I don't know. I know like that's something you want to talk about, and like I think it's really good that you did. We want to film like an episode like embracing your flaws, because everyone has certain things. Like I have the keratoconus. I'm also like morbidly obese. It is what it is. Like
stop. Andrew, it took me so many years, and it was really hard growing up with this kind of thing. Now I've embraced it. I enjoy like talking about it and teaching people about it. But, little things like, learning how to do my makeup a little differently on each eye and stuff like to try and hide. Like I did adapt to it. That's basically the advice I would give people to embrace their flaws too, is like just try to adapt. Try to love yourself no matter what. And if something asks you what's wrong with you, say, what's wrong with you for asking that?
No, literally. I think like the advice is in the title, like embrace your flaws. Like really, like it's what makes you different. Like sure, it might not be like,
yes,
it might be a setback, but like even like for me, like the reason why I have such like an outward personality, like a big personality, is because I had to. Like I growing up, everyone like made fun of me because like I was secretly gay, and I was like very overweight. So I had to have a really good personality. Like it was the only thing I could get people to like me with. Like no one was gonna like me. Even on social media, I still feel the same way. Like no one is in my DMs like thirsting over me. Like it's all like, you know what I mean? Which is fine. Like I have Zach. Like I don't need it, but like
absolutely.
If I do want to have like an audience, I have to just be funny. Like that. It's not like I'm hot, like trying to be hot. You know what I mean?
Right. No, totally. And I actually think that it helped me become outgoing too, in a weird like reverse psychology kind of way. Because I was like, I need to like be the funny and like nice person in the room. Like if I feel so badly about myself, oh my gosh, I had so many years where I felt so badly about myself because of my stupid eye. Who gives a shit?
Which is so funny because
wonky eye princess for life.
I feel like you could be sitting at a dinner table with the Kardashians and like look like one of their family members.
Thank you.
Like no surgery.
Thank you so much. No, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. Yeah, no, that's my only surgery. And people that I know and love, like so many people are like, I never noticed. But obviously when I'm on camera and people are staring at you're blinking, then people are going to know. So.
Yeah, no, and I never really, like
But my surgeon kind of slayed my last revision, so.
Yeah, he took one of your abs out. It's fine.
He did.
It's fine. I think with mine, like, and most people know about mine, but the only reason why I was able to get mine was because I got it in 2020, and they go based off of your previous. No, I got it in 2021, and they go based off of your previous year's income, and they were able to.
Okay.
They were able to donate a certain amount of these surgeries to people because it's like a rare disease, and I think it was.
Wow.
It was either $15,000 or $30,000 per eye, and I had it in both eyes, and they went off of my 2020 salary. In 2020, I didn't work because of COVID, and I was on unemployment.
Oh, so they're like, this is his Make-A-Wish.
They were able to donate the surgery to me.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, and it was before my social
God.
media blew up or anything. So they were able to donate the surgery. They did it on both eyes. It was, oh my God, it was brutal. I was awake for it.
So are you like a lot better? Is your vision a lot better since they did the surgery? Or was that to prevent you from fully losing your vision?
Keratoconus starts in your early 20s, and if you don't fix it by the time you're 40, you'll be completely blind. Like, not just legal, like you'll be completely blind. And I didn't understand. Plus, you don't realize it's gradual every day. You go more and more blind, like every day, slightly.
That's really scary, Andrew.
And so it got to a point where I was like, I can't drive anymore. Like, I don't know why I can't drive anymore. Like, and that's why I had driving anxiety, because I couldn't see anything. And it's not the type of blindness that anyone else experiences. It's a different type where everything that like light hits is a huge like star. Like a huge, so it's just a whole bunch of huge stars everywhere. And like, plus it's blurry. It's just like crazy. So that kept on happening. And then I was able to get the surgery donated to me. It stopped me from going blind. And I had to go back every 3 months to make sure it still worked, because if I ever rub my eyes again, it could reverse the surgery. And so I told them, I was like, how am I ever supposed to rub my eyes again? And they were like, you're not. Like, don't rub your eyes. So at this point, I moved to Florida, and I stopped going to my appointments because I never found a new one out here. And so I do notice like my contacts are starting to work a little less, but essentially what the surgery did is it stopped me from going blind, and I was able, after a year of healing, I was able to get the glass contacts, which is what I wear, and I have way better vision now. But I do notice it's getting a little worse. So I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's really crazy. Like, here I am complaining about, like, it's just crazy. Everyone, has their own personal things. Like, I'm complaining about, like, pretty much a purely cosmetic issue. And meanwhile, like, you have, like, a degenerative disease that you can actually lose your full vision.
Yeah, but we don't compare.
So everyone's just, not to compare, because you can't compare people's struggles. But that is a pretty crazy journey.
Yeah. It's definitely crazy, and I just I do have to get it checked again and make sure that I didn't reverse it, because I stay rubbing my eyes, massaging.
Well, I'm not allowed to rub my eye either.
Yeah, it's so hard.
So we should invent like eye wipers.
That's rubbing them. That's just automatically rubbing them.
Yeah, but that true.
And it's like after I take my
is flawed.
After I take this glass out of my eyes, all I want to do is beat my shit up.
I bet.
Oh my God, it's so.
Yeah, and I have really dry eyes, so I want to rub mine all the time too. But I try to do. It's so funny. I just ran out of eye drops, and I really need them right now. But whatever.
We're not comparing. We're not comparing. Just vote.
Just vote. Just vote. All right, vote for who has it worse, me or Andrew.
Yeah, guys, let us know who you feel more bad for.
Who has a better sob story? Who would get that spot on X Factor where like they have a really sad sex?
We were both on X Factor.
We were both on X Factor. Wait, you know, because we said it in the last episode, we were both on X Factor. I want to know what you sang for your audition.
I'm gonna pick up the pieces and build a Lego house.
Oh, Ed Sheeran.
Mm-hmm. And then my second round, I did, Sunday morning, rain is falling.
Those are very good choices, by the way. I did You Know I'm No Good by Amy Winehouse for my first one. And then the second one, I wanted to do Everybody Talks by the Neon Trees.
That's a crazy one.
Yeah, no, I thought it would be so great. And then I accidentally, because I practiced it so much, started singing the Amy Winehouse one again. But it's okay. I never got to show them my Neon Trees
Wait,
one.
you started singing? Really?
Yeah.
Did they know?
No, because they're like, just sing whatever.
Oh, okay. Did you guys know?
But yeah.
No, they don't know. I don't think we've ever talked about it. Like, your genuine, like your number one talent.
No. What's my number one talent?
That you're classically trained
on
the piano.
Here's the thing. I forget all the time because I never practice anymore ever since
How many years have you
moved.
done?
You know, it's funny. There's a baby picture of me playing the piano. But, like, I think seriously taking lessons, I started at probably age 8. I don't know. I don't remember when I stopped taking lessons, but I always like to play by ear.
Right, but it's not like
better.
You did lessons from like 8 to 10. Like you.
No, yeah, I did them for a while. I did recitals. I did, but I do love playing the piano. I should be practicing more because it really brings me happiness to like just play.
I still have never heard, aside from the one podcast episode we filmed where we had to run to Guitar Center before and they had a piano set up and you like you were like playing with your toes.
Thanks so much. I'll play for you next time you're here.
Yeah, okay, Jenna.
But you have to tell, like, I literally don't practice anymore. And like, it is something like that's muscle memory. So you kind of lose it a little bit, but yeah, I do play the piano. Oh, and by the way, just because I like made it onto X Factor, don't get the impression that I'm like a good singer.
Same. Same.
Good.
Same.
I'm not that good.
No, we
I
could
was
hold
wearing a
tunes for
really
sure.
cool outfit, and I looked really cool. And I think that they don't take all the best singers. So if you ever got like denied from something like that, it does not mean that you were a bad singer.
I mean, at that time, I weighed my heaviest I've ever weighed in my life. I wore shorts that looked like a Glad garbage bag that you put leaves in, like the black ones, and a blue T-shirt. And like,
you were gonna be like,
maybe I
you
am
were
a good
gonna be
singer,
the
who knows?
miracle.
Literally.
They were gonna see.
No, literally.
They were gonna save your audition for the last spot of the first episode, where everyone cries, because that's always like the spot
Yeah.
that you get.
Didn't even have a sad story. I would just have people crying.
Yeah.
Did you see at the, not that I'm talking about like politics at all, because like I don't do that, but did you see at the inauguration, the Logan Paul and the Ovan thing?
Oh, it happened. It happened. I said it would. We gotta see here. We gotta see here. I got it on video. It actually happened.
Come on the stairs.
No way. Did you really? I got it.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything bad about the Ovan because I know like everyone loves him and like I've never watched him, but from what I gather, he's really funny and like he says he didn't know about it. Maybe by the time this episode comes out, it'll come out that he did know about it. But like time and place.
I mean, I have nothing to say. I have no clue. It was a little weird because he was like mad at the Pauls first, and then he's like, by the way, it was totally a misunderstanding. Like, I don't know, whatever.
To me, it's like the Paul brothers, like Jake and Logan Paul. Like, what are the odds that while they're sitting there at the inauguration recording, the Ovan seat just randomly breaks? Like, you guys, we have to understand the odds here. Like,
Yeah, no.
They do everything for a video, for clout, for... I mean, they're smart. They're very smart. They're good at it, right? But
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
They are the worst.
Yeah.
Hate them. Fuck them.
You
I
do?
hate the Paul brothers.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Wait, tell me more. Why?
They just suck. I hate them.
They really do suck.
Fuck those guys. This is coming from like a lay person. Like, I think you guys suck.
Really?
Terribly. Oh my gosh, Andrew. They're awful.
But we do know Logan, I guess, is friends with Mr. Beast, right? So did we talk about Mr. Beast in the last one?
We haven't, but remember we were gonna. Well, it doesn't matter. We could still talk about it.
Guys, we have a really hot take, and like it's something we both feel.
Wait, I'm gonna.
So passionate.
I'm going
about.
to be the world's biggest hypocrite for what we are about to say.
I love the pigtails. No.
They're my hypocrite pigtails. They're my comfort tails.
I have to say, Oscar, if you're watching this, you're not. But if you are, please click off because this will make Oscar not film with me.
Then should you say it?
Yes, because it's how I feel. I'm not going to be fake for anyone.
Me either. Go off, Andrew. Tell him what we've been doing.
Let's say it together. You ready? Beast.
One,
No, go.
two.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Beast
Games
Games
is
Games.
the...
I actually said. I accidentally said Beast Gay. Okay, can we do that one more time?
Okay, ready? Beast
Games
Games
is the best show
ever on
television.
You guys, look, I know you guys hate to hear. I know you're all clicking off like there's flames behind you. Like,
No, literally. I was once saying I was a cinephile. I was once saying I was a Logan Paul hater. This has all been flipped and reversed. We are keeping you guessing. We love Beast Games.
this is what I will say. I wasn't going to watch it. Like, whatever. It is what it is. It's Trisha and Oscar's fault. It's not my fault. They reacted to the first episode on their Patreon, and I was like... And they were hating it. And, like, at first I was like, yeah. But then as I'm watching it, I'm, like, glued to it. And I'm like... We guys stop talking. Like, I'm trying to see what's happening on this show. And then, like, I just kept watching. And I ran to Jenna. And I was like, Jenna, this is the best show ever. And she's like, I don't know. And it was, like, maybe 2 weeks. I was like, Jenna, it's actually so good.
I refused to watch it at first. Like, fully refused. I did not want to give in. I was like, yeah, right. This show, I don't think I've ever seen a show with a higher budget. It's, like, cool how high it's cool how much they put into every detail.
And it's non-stop. stop.
It's nonstop action. Like
I've actually never meant this more. Like on anything I've ever watched, that I am on the edge of my seat every second of watching it.
And this is, I'm not talking about how much I like Mr. Beast as a person, and I'm also not talking about the experiences of the contestants. Like, that's all aside, because I heard, like, maybe there was some drama going on with that, but I'm talking about the show itself is so addicting.
And I do watch, like, people who were on the show. Like, obviously I watch girlies. I'm not watching straight men. I watch, like, girlies who were on the show, like, who made it, like, decently far, and they all say it was like the best time of their life. Not negating anyone else's experience, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. But
Yeah, of course.
that all aside, like I'm not watching it for Mr. Beast. I'm watching it for the characters. Like we have our favorite contestants now, like the Queen of Boots. Like love her.
Queen of Boots. Yeah. No, it's just really good. And like it's so funny because Joe loves to be a contrarian.
Yes.
And he will purposely be like, I'm not watching something, especially if you and I do you notice that?
That's exactly how Zach is. Yes.
Oh, yes. So I'll notice Joe, he doesn't want to watch, but he's like standing in the living room like this, watching for the whole time, like pretending like he's about to go do
he's like,
something.
that guy's a loser. Like, that guy's a loser. Like,
yeah, he's like, they shouldn't have chose him to do the flex arm hang challenge.
Yeah.
Like, he's super into it. And I love you, Joe. I see right through you, babe.
Yeah, no, he's obsessed. He's obsessed with it. And Zach is too. Zach will get home from work and be like, all right, put it on. Like, I don't have much time. Like, I can't watch it for that long. Put it on. But, like, telling me to put it on. Anyway, guys, it really is. I hate to say it. It's our hot take. Get mad. That's what a hot take is for. It's.
Get mad. Stay mad.
I don't know if you know, but the Sway House, do you remember them? It's like what Noah Beck and Bryce Hall and Taylor Holder, like, we're all in.
Okay, I wasn't really, like, a part of that, but.
Yeah, like, I didn't like watch them either. Like I didn't hate watch them, but I was like, they're dweebs. You know what I mean? I really like Josh Richards now because I watch BFFs. But and like Noah Beck he's cute, obviously. But that's like the house that they were all part of on TikTok. It was like the Sway House and the Hype House, the two biggest houses. They really did like form and mold TikTok into what it is today.
Yeah.
But they announced that they're going to be getting back together, which I don't know what that means if they're going to actually like be getting back together and like starting the Sway House again, but they're all going to be in a house together again. What I'm thinking is it's going to be more of like an Airbnb situation for a week, and like they're going to be filming things together again. But the crazy thing about this is arguably like the biggest TikTok drama of all time, which I didn't follow at the time. I know a little about it now, was Josh Richards, Nessa Barrett, Mads, and Jaden. Josh Richards was dating Nessa Barrett. Jaden was dating Mads. And Josh and Jaden were...
Is Mads the British girl?
Face blindness. They're all the same. No, not her.
Oh, okay.
No. Josh and Jaden were best friends for years.
Okay.
Nessa and Jaden started like cheating with each other. And then,
oh gosh.
And it wound up being like a four-way like crazy TikTok drama.
How the hell are they all getting back together after that?
Because it's been years now, and like so it started because they're when the ban was happening and everyone, was going crazy on TikTok, they started a TikTok chain of like an old thread they did back in the day, like a TikTok thread. And Josh tagged Jaden in it. So like, but he did it just to like stir stuff up. Not to stir drama up, but just because he's over it and he thought it would be funny. So anyway, they're getting back together. And I mean, obviously I didn't really watch them. I don't know if Noah Beck is going to go into it because Noah Beck is kind of like a high roller now. Like he's kind of like the Emma Chamberlain of the Sway House, like
right. Like I wonder what
the Addison
benefit
Rae.
that would have. Yeah,
like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's huge. I wonder, like, yeah, we'll see what happens. I wonder what benefit that would have for him, though. For real.
I really like when people address like what made them famous.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's why Rebecca Black is literally one of my favorite people because like
I love her.
She leans into Friday and she said she will never ever have a show where she doesn't perform Friday. Like,
I love that. I love that. She's really cool and really talented, I just have to say.
I love Addison Rae. Like, I've always loved her. I've never been against Addison Rae, but I thought it was kind of corny that she didn't post, like, anything for the TikTok ban. Like, it just goes to show, like...
She doesn't care anymore, probably.
She's like, I'm not a TikToker, but, like, you are. Like, you started as...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that gave her, like, the life that she has.
Yeah, and, like, Bryce Hall, like, he's so, like, against, like... the TikTok dances and stuff. Like Josh like leans into it. He'll do funny stuff like still like with the TikTok dances, but I don't know. Bryce is kind of the same way. It's kind of just like, it's what made you famous. Like, it's your history. Like, it's why you are where you are. Like, lean into it. So, like, I love Addison, but I would love her, like, 10 times more if she just, like, leaned into it. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Well, that'll be interesting. I'll follow along with you. You have to keep me posted.
Yeah.
I had a situation happen to me, and it really made me think, Andrew.
What?
It made me think. I was writing out a text, and I typed ha ha ha, and it auto-corrected to capital letters. Ha 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 ha.
Was it to me?
It wasn't to you.
Okay.
But here's my question. Am I rude for editing the text back to lowercase? Because I didn't laugh that hard. I didn't laugh that hard. And I don't, listen, it takes a lot for me to go ha 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 ha, all caps. Like, let's not get it twisted. Autocorrect is my enemy on that front.
Autocorrect.
Does that ever happen to you?
Not with ha ha ha. It happens with certain things. Actually, well, I'll get into that in a second. But no, I don't think you're rude.
Okay.
Because, like, I mean, if
Like, with all due respect, I didn't laugh that hard.
if it corrected any word, you would probably correct it back to lowercase, right?
Right.
Because, like, I'm, like,
Sure.
me and Adriana, we only spoke in capital letters. And me and, like, a couple other of my friends, we only speak in capital letters. But it started with me and Adriana. Like, we never, ever once in our lives sent a lowercase text. Never once.
Okay.
And so a lot of words capitalized for me.
I bet, yeah, they go, right. If you write something in capital letters, like, it will autocorrect in the future to capital letters.
I guess, like, I didn't know until, like, kind of recently that you could see, like, when you pressed edited,
Yeah.
you could see what the person's original text was. I hate
You
that.
absolutely can.
So I
yeah.
used to, like, act on impulse. Like, if someone would text me something and it would piss me off, I would be like, well, that's really fucking annoying, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll be like, oh my God, I'm having anxiety, and change it to be like, okay.
Oh, they saw everything. They saw your paper
idea.
trail.
Had no idea. And, like,
Yes.
it's so awkward. So awkward. Sam's
I get
the one
that.
who told me, actually. Like, no, you can see it.
You absolutely can, and I'm sorry that happened to you. But yeah, I'll just go back and change it to lowercase because that is so humiliating. Like, I didn't laugh that hard.
I don't think that's rude. I mean, it's really funny, but I don't think it's rude.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I got your input. Do you ever lay in bed and you are so excited to wake up the next morning and have breakfast and coffee?
Yeah, not breakfast, because, like, I'm not, like, a big breakfast eater, but
Oh my gosh. I will lay in bed and, like, be like, I can't sleep because I can't wait to wake up and have, like, my coffee and breakfast.
You have breakfast every day?
Every single day. And even if I don't eat right when I wake up, like, even if I eat at 1 p.m., it's breakfast every single day.
I genuinely look forward, like, my favorite time of the day, like, right when I wake up, and I get my Celsius or my coffee, and I just, like, while I drink it, I could, like, watch, like, a podcast or YouTube videos or something. That's my favorite part.
I love a slow morning, Andrew.
I look forward to that.
A slow morning is so nice. And that's one thing about, like, working evenings that, like, is the best. I love it.
My favorite thing is an early slow morning. Like, if I wake up at 8 a.m., like, when Zach leaves for work, and I could just, like, watch videos for, like, 2 hours or, like, an hour and a half,
yes.
and then it's, like, 9:30, and I'm just...
Yeah.
I already got my slow morning out of the way. Oh my God, that's my favorite.
It is truly the best thing ever.
That's my
And
favorite.
yeah, so I do lay in bed. And this happens to Joe too, because I asked him about it. And, like, I'll be like, oh, I can't wait to wake up and have coffee.
The reason why I can't sleep is because I have nighttime anxiety. I hate the nighttime. I know people
See,
like...
I get morning anxiety.
Zach does too. What is that?
And it's so weird. And I feel like I used to get it at night where, like, everything would play in my head and, like, I was panicking. I couldn't sleep. Now, sleeping great. I feel like a little angel, a little baby going to sleep. And I wake up and my body thinks that I'm preparing for war or something.
Okay, so
like,
is it like if you wake up late, like you have anxiety that you wake up
No.
late?
No,
So, like,
not at
what-
all. I
explain-
can wake up at...
I'm confused because, like...
In my head, I'll be like, I have to do this, and this today. Or, like, I have to do so many things. And it, like, almost makes me, like, feel paralyzed about it. Like,
Okay.
I don't know where to start.
I think as the day goes on, my anxiety goes up and up and up and up and up.
Okay. Mine goes down. And, like, because I realize, like, dumb bitch, you have nothing to do today. Like, or, like, all you have to do is go to work and, like, you know?
Yeah, no, my anxiety is very
It's
much
just
like
different.
you're running out of time, you're running out of time, you're running out of time.
Okay.
Like, you're wasting another day. Like, right now, like, my biggest goal is I'm editing like one last video for someone. Not like last, but it's very hard for me when someone offers me work like to edit. It's very hard for me to say no because like I need the money.
Of course.
I keep on not being able to get to my own content. And so I get anxiety because I haven't posted on my own channel, but like I don't want to say no to these people who are offering me work. But once I finish this video I'm editing now, I'm going to be able to, like, I'm going to say no. If someone offers me something else, I'm going to say no, and I'm just going to focus on my own videos. But
I love that.
As I'm editing this, I'm like getting anxiety because I'm like, okay, it's taking me longer than I thought. It always does. I'm a slow editor. I'm a really good editor, but I'm slow. But it takes me long. And I'm like, okay, another day down, another day I'm not starting my own content. And like, as the days go on, like an individual day, as the time goes on and it gets like darker and darker, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm losing more time. I'm going to have to work on this tomorrow now instead of starting. And that's just how my anxiety goes. So
yeah, I get it.
I couldn't.
Maybe this would actually break you out of that anxiety loop if you really did like focus on like watering your own grass, making your own content. Like maybe it would help. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because the editing is such an interesting thing. And I really saw like a different side of this because you are so incredible at editing. That is like, you are incredible. But it is the most time consuming and like tedious job ever.
The way I do it. Because
ever.
Yeah,
yeah, of course, because you are so good.
It's things people don't know. Like I'll take like the last part of my word and put it like under the first part of your next word. So it seems like we're like talking over each other or being extra quick, or take like a reaction from someone from a different part of a video and put it in this part of the video so it has like a better reaction. I'll do stuff like that. Like, so I really do just take a lot of time to like find the perfect reactions throughout the video to like put at certain parts rather than just like, this is how it actually happened. And I mean, that's how a lot of TV is and stuff, you know? So that's what I do. I put a lot of time into that. I'll take nighttime anxiety over morning anxiety because I love my mornings.
They both are terrible.
Yeah, just get rid of kick the anxiety to the side.
It's out for 2025. I think we are forgetting this, Andrew. What are we doing? We're so out. Oh my gosh, I never thought it would be me. Never thought it would be me.
Oh my God, I just think, you want to know who has like my dream job, like the best job ever?
Who?
Brianna Chicken Fry. Brianna Chicken Fry essentially has like a 9 to 5 of being an influencer. Like she's paid, she's paid by Barstool an insane amount of money to be an influencer. So for like her sponsorships and stuff, she might not be getting as much as like other people because Barstool is taking percentage, but she's guaranteed a salary until she retires.
Yeah, no, that's great for her. She does have a good gig. And like, you know, I'm sure things aren't always as they seem. Things always have like more intricacies to them. But it does seem like she kind of just like shows up to the set. She's her personality. I'm sure she has to prepare.
Yeah, but she can be herself because if she's canceled, she's still getting paid.
I know, that's so cool.
So that's why she's able to say whatever she wants. Oh my God, I would love.
Yeah, no, she has a good gig for sure.
She has my dream job.
Call Barstool.
I don't know.
They need a gay man's point of view.
They really do. I need to ask my managers, like, if I went to Barstool, would that be me like getting rid of you guys? Because I love my managers. I don't want to get rid of my managers. But like, if I could work with my managers and also like be with Barstool, that would be fun. I got to talk to like the team and my manager. I don't know how that works.
I'm sure.
Because I love who we work with now. But I don't know.
Yeah,
that would be
of course.
Really cool.
Maybe we could have a Barstool show.
That would be fun. But I don't know. Like, obviously, if it goes against anyone who works on this podcast already, like, then no. Like, don't worry.
Yeah. Anyway, do you want to address the Loey thing?
Not really. I mean, I don't want to open like another can of worms. Like, I'm not going to say much because like I really don't care that much. But a lot of people are asking me, especially after the episode I filmed with Hailey, like if I'm going to have Loey on or if like we're going to get the Soul Siblings back together. And the way the episode went with Hailey was really good. I think a lot of people took that as like me rekindling with Hailey, but me and Hailey never stopped talking. Hailey has always kept in touch with me. We've always texted. Like I said in that episode, we never really went 2 weeks without talking. Loey, I haven't talked to since. Same goes for Hailey. And I just thought we were over it. Like, I thought we were really over it. And so that episode did really well. People love to see it. And I'm someone who I fall into, like, I'm such a nostalgic person. Anything nostalgia. Like, even the Sway House, I didn't watch them, but even them just being on TikTok, like, around that time, it brings back nostalgia. I'm like, like, I just like things like that. So I couldn't imagine, like, someone who really followed the Soul Siblings and loved us, like, and then we just stopped making videos, seeing us, like, 5 or 6 years later, like, let's get back together. Like, I just know that would bring me so much joy. So I was like, you know what? This went well. Everyone's asking for Loey. Let me reach out to Loey. So I sent her a text. Hey, Loey, I hope you're doing well. It's Andrew. I know you most likely will ignore this until the end of time, LOL. But I recently filmed an episode of my podcast with Hailey, and people are requesting that I have you as a guest. Now, wait, we don't have to talk about anything that happened in the past. Just a fun, good vibes, life updates, brain rot type of episode like we used to do. And you can review it and have anything cut out, have the final edit before it goes live. Of course, obviously it's been so long, and I know myself, I've grown a lot as well, especially with understanding mental health and grief. Anyway, I hope you've been slaying, and I hope to hear from you soon with a hand heart emoji, right? So I sent that to her because I didn't want her to think like, you know what, let's get on, let's hash it out for views. Like, she was genuinely funny. She made me laugh. She was one of my really close friends. And I was like, let's just sit and like make jokes and like just be funny together. And so I sent it to her. I know she saw it. Okay.
Yeah.
I also sent it to her manager because I was friendly with her manager. Like, I was with him a lot. She was really close with him. So like when she would go on her birthday trips or like we would go out to eat, like he would be there. And like I got really friendly with him. Ignored the house down fucking boots diva. Like didn't even get like the courtesy of a response, which her manager, okay, like I already said like my piece. Back in the day when it was fresh, at this point, I'm like, maybe I should have gone in a little harder because like I'm trying to be nice here. You know what I mean? And I'm over it. But that was kind of like at least an answer. Would have been nice. Because I had friends who saw the Hailey episode and they reached out to me. And I let them know I reached out to Loey and I explained to them why. Because, you know, they were questioning, like, why'd you do that? And so I explained to them and everyone was kind of shocked that she didn't answer. Because, again, it wasn't... Jenna, I think I've roughly explained it to you. But it wasn't so much like a back and forth, like, well, you did this. It was very much like I was the one who was hurt and I took a step back. So, and I know she was hurt in her own way, but I thought we all grew past it.
I thought that there was a good chance that she would answer you, at least just to, like, even if she didn't want to come on the podcast, just to be respectful. Like, we have all these memories together. Like, you know, I'd rather not, she could say, like...
Yeah, like, that would be fun. Like, just an answer. Like, hey, like, hope you're doing well, but, like, you know, not at this time, whatever. I guess, and maybe this could be an ego thing. Maybe it could just be me having a big ego, but I'm taking it like she's looking at it like, oh, look, he needs me. Like, screw that. Yeah. But, like, again, like,
I'm sure
I didn't do anything to you. Like, you hurt me. And, like, I want to move past and be friends again because, like, you were really funny and I really liked her. But that being said, like, it's been 6 years. Like, I am so past. I want to say, like, we've both grown, but, like, her not answering me, I guess tells me everything we both need. Everything I need to know. Like,
I agree with you.
That tells me everything I need to know, like, whatever. But I would like to think we've all grown from it. I did get a little annoyed with Hailey. She's just too sweet. Like, after I let her know, like, I sent this, you know, to Loey. Because people were, like, it was my podcast episode. Yeah. I had Hailey on. People were asking me, like, oh, have Loey on. It would be really fun, you know, to get it back together, whatever, just for a last hurrah. And then Hailey went and reached out to Loey, like, the same day I did, and was like, oh, I miss you, blah, blah. And I was like, oh. Oh,
that's not.
I love Hailey. And she's just so sweet. But I was like, why did you do that? Because now it looks like we're both like, oh, we miss you. Please come back. Blah, blah. And like,
I totally agree. And obviously she wasn't intending to do it that way, but I'm sure Loey looked at her phone and was like, what?
And like,
fuck?
I do not, please, I do not mean this to be shady. I do not mean this to be shady. I do not miss Loey. Like, I would love to have her on. Like, I would love to have her on. And like, even like, you know, text here and there. That doesn't mean like I miss her. I'm doing fine. Like, I'm in a beautiful apartment. I'm paying for it. Like, I'm doing fine. I don't need it. I don't miss it. I just thought it would be really fun for the fans, the followers. And she was funny. Like, she made me laugh. But like, I didn't want her to get the idea that me and Hailey are both like, oh, we miss you, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, Hailey, why did you do that? And she's like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Hailey could just be too sweet sometimes. But, I mean, if Hailey misses her, fine. That's her own journey. But I was like, why'd you do it the same day I did? Like, I was trying to make a business move here.
I know.
But, I don't know. I guess I know everything I need to know now. Ignore me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that because...
Yeah, leave it at that.
Again, we all know, like, I was annoyed in the past. It is what it is. Over it now. I would love to have her on. Just don't have to talk about anything in the past. Just fun. Because we did have really fun banter. But whatever. That's all I'm going to say on that. And that's where I stand. There will be no Soul Siblings reunion because of Loey.
Unlike the Sway House.
Unlike the Sway House.
Reuniting. And that's okay.
It is okay.
So we have a little Am I the Asshole segment where the producers found a story from Reddit, and we're going to read it and react to it.
Yeah.
So the title is, Am I the Asshole If I Don't Go to My Sister's Courthouse Wedding?
Oh, okay.
This morning, I, and the person who is speaking is a 26-year-old female, woke up to a really weird text from my sister, who is a 33-year-old female.
Okay.
Sister, can you take off March 6th? Me, for what? Sister, I'm getting married. Me, ... Ever since birth, I've known my sister to be a serial dater. Almost every time I see her, she has a new boyfriend, and she hasn't introduced me to anybody recently, so seeing this text is quite a shock. Before New Year's, she told me that she was dating a guy in a different state, but they just broke up. So if she is getting married, I'm 90% sure that it's probably going to be with a complete stranger. Either way, I do not want to be a part of it at all. I just started school. I've been working a lot. I really don't want to support my sister's dumb decisions, especially when I know she hasn't known this dude for long. At the end of the day, I'm just scared of her getting hurt or used.
This one has layers because do I agree with you? At first I was like, okay, yeah, you're the asshole, go to her wedding. But as it was going on, I was like, okay, wait, no, I do agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
However, no pun intended, but the hole in the story is you say you don't want her to get hurt. You're like, I feel like you're trying to act a little innocent, like, oh, I don't want her to get hurt, but it's gonna hurt her if you don't go to the wedding. So like,
yeah,
pick a battle. Like if you're scared for her to get hurt, you would go to the wedding, because it would hurt her if you didn't. So I think the only way is for you to be honest and be like, maybe this isn't a good idea. I don't think the decision should be, should I go to the wedding or not? I think the decision should be, should I talk to her and like try to talk her out of this or not? Or, try to get a better understanding of where she's at. Because look, my parents only knew each other for 6 months before they got married.
Oh, that's so funny. I didn't know that.
And they are the most loving
they're obsessed relationship I've ever seen with each other.
Yeah.
I think if you choose not to go, you're choosing to not have a relationship with your sister. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's making a big statement.
Which is going to hurt her.
Yeah, that's going to hurt her. So, like, you're scared of her getting hurt, but then you're going to hurt her. So if this is something habitual that she's been doing, like dating random guys, like, I don't know, maybe you should talk to her about it. Maybe she's just passionate. I don't know. I need more information.
Yeah, I think your sister is for sure. Maybe she's a little bit of an asshole. But
yeah, probably.
I think two things can be true, and I think maybe you're an asshole if you don't go as well. If you
love your sister, go support her, even if she's, maybe. And listen, if you think she's making a bad decision, talk to her about it. Like,
that's what I say.
I don't know. Don't just not go.
What do you guys think? Do you agree with us?
Yeah, do you agree? Like, I mean, if my friend like had an asshole boyfriend and they broke up and they talked all this shit and then they got back together, I'm going to still support my friend.
Oh my God. I think it's just like a gay best friend's duty, to be honest. The amount of guys I've made my friends break up with, actually insane. Oh my God. It's actually crazy. Like my roster is insane.
But if they got back with them, would you support them still?
Always support them.
Always support. And see, that's how I feel. And even stronger if that's possible with family.
Yeah.
Like I will always support my family no matter what. So I think you're the asshole, kind of. I mean, your sister doesn't sound,
I think your only way of not being an asshole is if you talk to her and like let her know, like,
yeah, just
talk her through like each step. Like, are you sure this is a good idea? Maybe wait, maybe like get engaged first. At the very least, nothing on paper. But that was a fun episode. I had a lot of fun filming this one.
I did too.
I feel like it was really stuff like we were passionate about, even if it was just little boxes on a medical form or nacho cheese.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. That's stuff I like talking about.
Yeah.
So
Guys, please, please, please comment anything down below. Follow us on everything. That is the most you can do to support us right now. And you guys know what to do. I don't have to say it again. We love you guys so much. Seriously, this is like the highlight of our week. We have so much fun doing this. And
So much fun.
we can't wait to continue. And it's our main goal of this year. We cannot wait to see where we all bring this podcast. So with that being said, we love you guys and we'll see you next week.
I love you more.
Bye.